Hello there.
Ah! Don't do that.
You're one of the best spies on the planet.
Right, yeah, sorry. Just trying to get this script started. I've done the research, I have the build, but the cold open is just...
You're not working alone.
True. What are we on now?
3 and counting.
Okay, well, you know the drill then. We'll be making BlackWidow for Marvel Rivals in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And while there are 60 years of comics, nearly as many years of television and movie appearances, we have too much lower-end media that we'd have to consume, so we'll be limiting our focus to Marvel Rivals, and only branching out if we need more info. And as always, these are superheroes and villains, larger than life. We'll be using the 3 archetype rules. What do we want from Black Widow? Well, we want the option to deal with targets from long range, and the ability to get in close and pick off weakened enemies, infiltration and espionage skills, and an AoE ult that debuffs the enemy. All very doable. With any character, we have to start with the ABCs: ancestry, background, and class. Ancestry will start easy with human, but in-game it's 2099, and she's still in peak physical health due to receiving a life-extending formula from the late Nick Fury. Take that again. Nick Fury. She calls us out as not being the Infinity Formula, but with as often as it gets diluted in the comics, I have to imagine it's one of the many variants. So, how do we grant her extended life? The simplest way is to make her an Alovarian, or half-elf. Another side tangent. Alovarian means a leaf that falls too quickly in Pathfinder, and I find that a weirdly beautiful way to describe half-elves. This would extend her life almost exactly where we need it to be, roughly 150 years. We'll take Dex and Intelligence boosts. She's quick on her feet, swift with her hands, and good at gathering and utilizing information. Background. We had a few options. Martial Disciple, Magical Experiment, Red Mantis Scion, but...
I was terrorized, broken, and remade in the Red Room. Now I command it.
Right, so let's go with Criminal. We get Dex and Wisdom. World's best spy, and she's perceptive to the world around her.
Spies know that truly observant people are rare and dangerous.
And lastly, class. You might think going Sniper subclass with the Gunslinger might be the best choice, but in Marvel Rivals, while she does have a sniper rifle, she's strongest when played as an assassin, not a sniper. So let's go Rogue. We'll take Dex for this. Before we get into level 1 fully, we need to finish our boosts. Max out Dex right now, Constitution for a bit of survivability, and then Intelligence and Wisdom for information and perception. So level 1 proper. Start with Ancestry feat. We'll grab round ears from half-elf so we look human. This feat can only be taken at level 1. We'll take a Nimble Dodge as a form of her kick. We'll pick up a better one later. Now we get into Rogue's role in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Rogue, while dealing good damage with sneak attack, are skill monkeys. They get a skill increase and skill feat every level, giving them a bag of tricks to pull from. So feel free to grab whatever you like. There will be plenty of space to fit in skill feats of your choice. That being said, we'll grab Streetwise, which lets us use society instead of diplomacy to gather information, and will lead to the feat Criminal Contacts in the future. Level 2. Off-rip, this'll get weird. We grab the Bounty Hunter dedication, letting us use Hunt Prey, and get the Gunslinger dedication, but not the Sniper subclass. While Widow's rifle can be used as a sniper, she's actually quite efficient at close range, knocking her opponents away and picking them off while in the air. We'll be taking Vanguard. With that, we're also trained in all but 4 skills. Those I chose to ignore are Performance, Nature, Intimidation, and Religion. We'll take Powerful Leap skill feat, giving us a good equivalent of a powerful jump ability, and we'll get Fleet to increase her base speed later. Hey, it's later. Level 3 we'll be taking our general feat of Fleet. Boost Society to Expert, and grab Criminal Connections so we can arrange meetings and favors with the people of high positions in low places. At level 4, we grab Unbalancing Blows from Rogue, making anyone we crit off guard to us, making it easier to combo and get sneak attacks. And from Gunslinger, we'll take Quick Draw. We could have taken this at level 2 from Rogue, but we needed to get it from Gunslinger so we can pick up another feat from Gunslinger later. Our skill feat will be Discreet Inquiry, letting us gather information without revealing our true goals, combining well with Streetwise. With level 5, we get another Ancestry feat. Widow is trained in a wide range of weapons and ways to kill, so we'll pick up martial experience from Elf so we can use just about everything. And we'll boost Dex, Wiz, and Con again. But we'll grab Strength instead of Intelligence, so when we shove opponents away, we won't be at such a disadvantage. We'll also grab the skill feat Eyes of the City, letting us track people down by asking around about them. Combined with Discreet Inquiry, we should be able to get away with tracking down targets without ever revealing our hand. Level 6 brings us Tools of the Trade from Bounty Hunter, letting us deal non-lethal damage without a penalty. Why? Well, in her story in Rivals, she commits a break-in in Tokyo headquarters of Alchemax to free Cap.
Actually?
Shut it, we don't have time. She uses nothing but non-lethal in that story, so we needed a feat to facilitate doing so without taking a penalty to our attack. Lastly, our rogue feat will be Skirmish Strike, allowing us to strike and step, or step and strike for one action. If we use this after a push from our rifle, we get a very good facsimile of her Edge Dancer ability from in-game, allowing us to attack, push away, and then make a follow-up attack in quick succession. Okay, we're going to get a little Go-Go Gadget Batman utility belt with level 7. We take Prescient Planner so we can pull out tools we need on heists. We'll grab the feat that allows us to use consumables later. And very importantly, we grab Alchemical Crafting. Yes, technically we get this later, but
Do it anyway.
well, you heard the Master Spy. This gives us a book and a few recipes for alchemical items, but we need to go out and buy recipes for a few items. Or we can easily grab the feat that lets us just make recipes. To mimic our ult, we want to grab a few bombs. The best is goo grenades, but considering how quickly things get added there, might be a better choice sometime after this is written. Level 8. We trade our class feat to get a bounty hunter feat called Keep Pace, letting us keep up with anyone trying to run away from us, and then we take the Alchemist dedication, really bringing us up to the Batman utility belt levels of random bullshit. This will give us 4 more recipes, 4 vials that can be used as acid grenades, but more likely we'll use them to quick mix short-lived grenades together. Most likely our ult. Level 9. This is a short one. We take Elf stuff from Elf, letting us step twice for one action. Told you it was really short. Halfway there with level 10.
We need to keep pushing.
Yep. Boost Dex, Strength, Intelligence, and Wisdom. Alchemist feat for Lobber to throw our ult even further. We grab the Vanguard's Reload, letting us push people away when we do so. That's why we were boosting Strength and Athletics. Level 11 has a chain of feats, so I'm going to take it slow. We're starting with the general feat Ancestral Paragon, letting us take a level 1 Ancestry feat. That Ancestry feat will be the human feat Natural Ambition, which gives us a level 1 Rogue feat, which will be Twin Feint. I know it's a lot to get a level 1 feat, but we need it for the build and we don't want to spend a high level class feat on it. With level 12, grab Running Reload from Gunslinger, and we swap our class feat for an Alchemist feat. Alchemist Power, which increases the DC of our bomb, so her Plasma Burst has an OK DC.
Plasma?
Our level 13 Ancestry feat will be from Human, Advanced General Training, which lets us pick up a General feat. We'll get Prescient Consumable, which will let us pull out consumables when using Prescient Planner. Okay, so I'm gonna be real. Level 14 is the last level I didn't struggle super hard with. Widow gets so many skill feats and skill bonuses, I ran out of things to grab a while back. And class feats are getting there, so after we grab Defensive Roll from Rogue for more survivability and Debilitating Bomb from Alchemist to boost our ult with negative status effects like Dazzled, Deafened, or Off Guard, or a movement penalty, I'm running low here. So, honestly, grab whatever you want, but I have to finish the build. So, level 15. Our boost will be Dex, Constitution, and Intelligence. I also chose to go with Charisma, but you can grab Strength or Wisdom. I wanted to show up Deception, but if you want to boost your athletics with Strength or Perception with Wisdom, that's more than fair. And we honestly don't need another general feat, so grab whatever you want. So, okay, with level 16, we grab, Archer Dedication? We don't actually get anything from it. That can't be right. Oh, then we trade in our class feat to take point-blank shot, letting us not take penalties from using long-range weapons in a shorter range. And never touch Archer again. Huh. Alright. This will be a first. At level 17, we have to go to her comic depictions for a moment. She's really good at getting into places she shouldn't. So, to that end, we'll grab Tree Climber from Elf so we have a climber speed. With level 18, we delve into other media again, grabbing a new dedication. She's a globe-trotting spy with access to a large network of allies, so let's grab Pathfinder Agent, training us in another skill, and any skills we aren't trained with will get a bonus equal to our level. And our other feat will grab something from Pathfinder Agent as well, a eidetic memorization, letting us memorize a page worth of information to be copied down later. We don't even need to know what it means or be able to read it. Look, like I said before, at this point finding a general feat that fits is so hard, so grab whatever you like as we jump into our capstone level. Level 20. Boost Strength, Constitution, Charisma, and max out Dex. We grab 2 feats from Alchemist to supercharge our ult.
Mind the exploding plasma!
Yeah, we grab Greater Debilitating Bomb to add a Clumsy, Enabled, Superfied, or larger speed penalty to the list of debuffs. And Expanded Splash, increasing the AoE of our bombs and its damage. Hoi! There she is, a long-range and close-quarters combatant with more tricks up her sleeve than a magician. Good damage, great skills, and a menace with the debuffs. Seriously, I didn't point it out, but hitting with a bomb can create 3 debuffs, each of which can be a real problem for any enemy. And that doesn't include the debuffs from the bombs themselves. So, take your Pathfinder 2nd Edition Marvel Rivals BlackWidow and pick off the most strategic targets in your enemy's backline. And when they try to escape, to heal up, you track them down, like the world's best spy that you are.